And I think you're the first redneck I've had on here.
Really?
I don't, to be honest, like I really don't know. I mean, some videos have like maybe like 300 views, maybe more than 300.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think someone's podcast, do you know Chris?
That sounds familiar.
His podcast got like, dude, I want to say it's like over 200 or over 300 views, but I was like cracking up earlier because I was editing a podcast today and I had to go like on YouTube, so it's like on my channel looking at something.
Yeah. And
then I was like, holy shit, bro, like a lot of people have clicked on this. It's fucking hilarious.
I'll definitely repost it. People will probably love to look at that shit.
Oh dude, that would literally be great. Like that'd be fucking funny.
I already did like a little intro Snapchat, so everyone's probably waiting to see the link.
I'm gonna have to like, shit, the only problem is, Fallon, I like, would it be bad if I put yours out in like a month?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I have, I'm just like...
No, I understand. Editing is a bitch, so it takes a second.
And I have like 20 things that I'm gonna get done. I'm gonna start doing a few every day, you know? Not like uploading them every day, but like just editing, getting, you know, some shit done. But yeah, dude, tell them where you're from, who you are, what your name is, where you were born, where you affiliate with.
Do I look at you or the camera?
You can look at me or the camera.
Okay.
We out here, guys. Give it up for Fallon coming out here. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Making the drive, yeah.
Yeah, glad to be here. Well, I grew up in Cayucas. Well, first off, name's Fallon Molnar. I grew up in Cayucas, went to Cayucas Elementary School, went to Morby High School. Supposed to go to Coast Union, but don't want to do that. My family's been here since 1870. Actually, my great grandpa. I don't know exactly, don't remember. Wasn't there. He settled here on a ship from Switzerland, and then he started being a butcher and raising cattle, and so my family's kind of been into cattle since then. And now I'm just got a scholarship to Oregon State to play softball, so I've been doing that, and got one more year there because they gave us another year because of COVID, so I'll be doing my 5th year. I'm doing ag business and animal science there, and then I'm coming back to the ranch after that to run my family's ranch and got my own little business going, so I'm gonna kind of do that after I'm done.
And we'll, when I go to edit it, we'll pop up your business literally right here, so it'll be on the screen. What's it called?
Beef by the Beach.
Beef by the Beach.
It's Molnar Cattle LLC, but the slogan is Beef by the Beach. You can look us up for both.
What does Molnar Cattle LLC mean?
Molnar Cattle LLC is Molnar's our last name. Cattle, my dad just started his cattle company like 35 years ago, is branching off from our big family kind of cattle company, because each of his brother siblings have the different companies, but we've all kind of put them together over the last 100 and something years.
Okay.
And LLC is just limited liability company, so it's separate from all of our other businesses, because we have a couple other businesses, so if someone like goes to sue you or something, they can only sue that business and not sue all your other businesses. So it's just a protection program. Like rather than saying cattle company, it's just cattle LLC.
So it's so if someone sues you, like what, okay, hold on, back it up a little bit. Why would they be suing you?
Well, just in case, if a lawsuit happens, or like one time a bull got out on the road and someone hit it and they wanted to sue us.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so this was 15 years ago. And so if they wanted to sue us, or if someone in our construction company wanted to sue us, they could only sue that company, and they couldn't go and take your ranch or your cars or your other businesses and stuff like that. So it just keeps financially things separated.
Have you heard of that happening before, where the bull gets out, crashes somebody's car, and then they sue somebody, all their companies and everything that they own?
I haven't heard of that exactly. I've heard of people getting, for completely different reasons, with agriculture, just been, getting raked over the coals because people, if someone does something and then they get sued, they can take all of their house, their ranch, like all that kind of stuff.
Damn,
so, yeah,
dude.
It's just kind of our way of keeping things separate so we can protect ourselves.
You'd be pretty bummed if somebody sued you, huh?
Yeah.
You did. I couldn't imagine you like.
We do our best to try not to have that happen. We really do our homework on a lot of stuff. So.
What exactly are you like doing in Cayucas? You're saying cattle company. You're saying like ranch property, like animal. Like what exactly is going on in your house?
Well, we have a ranch. We lease a couple ranches. So like we rent like a ranch in Morabay, or a ranch in Harmony, a ranch in Cambria, and another one in Cayucas. And our family ranch we own is in Cayucas, like 2 miles off the ocean. And so a lot of people, you know, like that kind of scenery. They come here and they want a vacation. And so we've kind of, you know, taken all of our cattle that we've had, and we're like, you know what, we might as well sell to those who want local beef, who want to, you know, to consume something that they can see on the hillside here and not have to buy it from, you know, another country or something like that. So we just we've been ranching here for a while, and we just every day mostly I just kind of get up in the morning and check on the animals and feed them and put out the, you know, if they need water, I go check water, or I go, if there's one that's sick or something like that, I go help that one. So it's just kind of, you know, managing all of those animals.
Didn't I post something on my story this one time when I was like on this property in Cayucas and you were like, that's my property or something?
Our property gets trespassed on all the time. We actually really hate it. It's like super, because it's not our property. No, it's fine. It's not our property, so the owner's always on us because we're supposed to be watching it.
Yeah.
And like it's fine, you know, like it's not like you guys are doing something horrible, but like usually like sometimes they'll cut down there and cut the fence, and then our cows are out everywhere, and like people get mad.
Fucked.
Yeah, so like our cows are get everywhere, but yeah, no, a lot of people go over there. It's called China Harbor. That's our place that we lease, and it's kind of cool because it has like its own little beach and stuff on it, but it's just like private, and the owners don't want anyone on it, you know.
But you're like renting it. Mm-hmm. So is it yours or the owners?
It's the owners. The owner lives down in LA, but they just have like a really like nice ranch, and we just kind of pay rent per cow to it.
So that was the fence that shocked me when I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah. That's I fix that all the time. So.
How do you manage people not coming on your property?
Well, that was like
I didn't even think we were like trespassing. I thought we just went on like
I probably should hang signs because a lot of people, you know, like it's just one like between Harmony Headlands and our ranch, because it borders Harmony Headlands right there. It's like just a wire, so people would be like, oh, I don't know, you know, like I don't know what this wire is. I should probably hang signs. But on the other side, it has like no trespassing signs, like by the abalone farm, and that's where people cut the wire and they run through there. And one guy made a YouTube video. Yeah, my brother saw it on YouTube. He made a YouTube video. He's like, this is a nice ranch to go surf on. We're like, oh my god, that's the guy that's been cutting our wire.
What a fucker. He kept cutting the wire?
Yeah, they just like cut the wire, they'll cut the ropes around the gate, they'll push the gate over. It's like, my god, this is your property.
He didn't want to just like step over the fence?
Well, it's hard because there's barbs on the fence wire. So it's like barbed wire, that stuff will mess you up if you run into that stuff.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, but we manage. I go down there and fix the fence every now and then so the cows don't get out.
How often do you think you have to fix your fence?
Depends. Some ranches, like, there's just old wire that, like, old ranches put up, like, years ago, so it just rusts all the time. I have to fix it all the time.
Okay, for sure.
But a lot of places it's fine, like, especially the hot wire, the one that you grabbed.
Yeah.
That one. Those ones are fine because it's just one, like, single wire and it's pretty sturdy. But yeah, usually don't have a ton. Like, cows don't just ram into it and get out. It's usually if it rusts or something like that, or surfers cut it.
So you really don't like surfers then, huh?
No, it's nothing against surfers. We just don't like when they cut our wire, you know.
So you were saying you wake up and like go check on all the cattle?
Well, the ones that need to be checked on.
How do you know which ones need to be checked on? Like, it's
like I check them twice a week.
You go to each property twice a week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long does it take for you to go to the one in Cayucas to the other like 4 you named?
Yeah.
You said you had 5? 4?
Cambria, China Harbor, Cayucas, and then 2 more bays, so 5.
How do you manage to go to all those in one day? Like, does it take
one day? Like Tuesday, like I'll do like Tuesday, Thursdays. I'll go to the one in Harmony, the China Harbor place, and Cambria, and I'll check those ones because those I just make a little sweep. I just kind of take the quad. I do all my ranching on a quad. A lot of people do horses. Yeah, quad's way faster. Like I'll do a horse with like one stick in the tree or something, and I can't get down there.
Yeah.
But I take my quad, I throw it in the back of the truck. I take my dogs, my cattle dogs. They save me all the time. They're super cool. You can just whistle at them, and they'll go run out on the ridge, and they'll get around cows and bring them back to you. It's super efficient.
They know how to run out around the cattle, grab the cattle, and bring them to you.
Yeah, they know exactly what to do. Like you train them like that. So if you do like one whistle, like we have like go by. Go by is go to the left of the herd, and then way two is go to the right of the herd. And you say like if there's a cow just running away from you, you'll be like go by, and they'll go to the left of it and bring them around and bring them back to you.
What?
Yeah,
and
it's super cool.
How do you train a dog to do that?
Well, a lot of it's instinct. We use border collies, and they're just instinctual like herd dogs. Like usually they do sheep in the old days, and they use them a lot in Ireland and Scotland to the sheeps. And so like if you just put an action to a word, eventually after a while they get that. And our older dog helps out too. He's pretty smart. He helps the young dogs. Are
people living at each of these properties, or is it like it's like do you guys have like a workforce of people, or is it literally just you?
It's literally just me for the cattle company. My dad has a construction company too, and he has 3 workers there. But me, for the cattle, it's just me right now. My mom helps out, my brother helps out. But I usually that's kind of like my job during the summer. When I come home, I'm just gone all day, just either checking water, checking cows, going over to those ranches, and either fixing fence or seeing if there's sick ones and stuff like that. Because sometimes there's a disease out there in cattle. It's not a disease, it's a sickness, and it's it can kill them in a day and a half. And it's when the ticks bite, like the deer ticks.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's called anaplasmosis, and if they bite the cow and the cow's not immune to it, they can die in a day and a half. So sometimes I have to go out there and like really check and see if one of them's really slow. I got to get her in and give them a shot so they get better real quick. And sometimes like we've lost a couple this year because it's like either it's hot and if they move around too much, it takes the oxygen out of their blood. That's what the sickness is. So if you move them around too much, they'll just drop dead. So it's kind of a full-time job, just managing and making sure everything's healthy kind of thing.
And it like coagulates their blood or something, or
it just pulls the oxygen out so they can't move or breathe. Yeah.
Shit, dude, that sounds fucking gnarly. And how many of you had died from the ticks?
Oh, I don't even know over the course of the years, but just since I've been kind of managing the company, probably not bad 4, I think, in the last couple of years. Only 4 of them died from that, which is good. A lot of ranchers have a lot because they don't know how to manage it, but my dad's been trying to talk with some of the veterinarians and see if we can figure out kind of a vaccine for that to just cure it fully.
Yeah, I feel like they should know what they're doing, right?
Yeah, most of the time. Some of them pull the wool over your eyes, but
yeah,
you know.
What? How many cattle do you have? Like 100, 1,000?
I wish I had 1,000.
Is that a lot of cattle? 1,000?
That's a pretty good amount of cows. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean on a ranch, like usually like in feedlots they'll have like 30,000, but those are just big pens where they feed them food. We have 250 mother cows, which is just like the older cows that we breed and have calves every year, and then we have close to about 90 heifers, which is heifers are cows that haven't had calves yet, so they're like first time moms, and those take a lot more management because you have to, like if one gets stuck, they're not used to having a calf, and if it's too big, sometimes it'll get stuck in the birth canal, you have to pull it out. I've had to do 2 of those in the last 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that?
My dad's been teaching me. You have to like stick your hand in there, and you have to reach in and grab the foot, and you pull the feet out, and then you put there's a little chain that you put around the feet, and then you want to like gently hold pressure and like pull down while the mom like pushes. Yeah. And then it'll eventually come out. But like sometimes.
Is it stressful?
Not for me, really. I mean, it's stressful getting the cow off of the like hillside and like into a pen where you can actually do that because that'll.
Damn.
Yeah.
How do you know when the cow is having a baby?
They just kind of get up and walk around. Like sometimes you can see the feet hanging out. Like
no.
Yeah, you'll just see like these little. That happened a couple weeks ago. We saw one on the hillside and it had the feet hanging out and it was just running around. We're like, oh my god, we gotta get her in. So we got her in and pulled that calf.
Do they know how to like birth them without you guys? It's safer to do it with.
Well, for the first time ones, they don't even know what's going on. They're like, what the hell? I've never had a calf before, so you kind of have to help them a little bit. And after they've done it, yeah.
They take care of their baby.
Yeah.
How many do they have? One?
Just one.
Just one.
Sometimes twins, but usually just one. Like we'll have like 6 sets of twins a year, 5, 6.
Do you have to like breed with the like male one, or how does that work?
Yeah, we only have 9 bulls right now. Yeah, we only have 9 bulls right now, but usually it's like one bull can breed about 20 cows safely, like typically like 20 to 30, but we do 20 cows. So like if we have a pasture that has 100 cows in it, and so we put out, what's that, 5 bulls? Yeah, so then we leave them in for 2 heat cycles, which is maybe 3 heat cycles. I can't remember what we do. And that's like once a month. Cows are just kind of like humans. Like they have a cycle once a month, and then their gestation period's 9 months. So it's pretty close to humans.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So these 9 bulls are responsible for pollinating the 90 women. Oh my god.
Yeah,
so they're just fucking for like a month.
Yeah, they basically all they do, like bulls, if you were to come back as an animal, you should come back as a bull, because they literally eat all year long and just chill wherever they want on this one hill we have, and then they go and breed cows for 3 months.
For 3 months?
Yeah, and then they just leave again and eat. That's all they do. That's their whole life.
Are they pretty like muscular?
Yeah, they're
and
huge.
They have horns if they're a bull, right? You dehorn them?
No, we get them. They're called I forgot what they're called. They're called polled, I think. I think that's what it's called when they're born with no horns. They genetically have no horns.
Damn, I kind of would be like, okay, this is gnarly if they had the horns.
Yeah,
like
we don't like those ones. Yeah,
you don't like them?
No, because they hurt when they fight. They'll hurt each other and they'll kill each other.
Shut up.
Yeah, if they fight too gnarly, like they'll stick one in there and bam, they're dead.
Like stick them in like through their eye or like through
whatever
their like,
it hits.
lung
Yeah,
or
because
something.
they fight all the time. Like bulls just fight all the time, especially when you keep them in pens, because they're just full of testosterone. They want to breed cows and they just fight each other. Horns
or no horns, still fighting. Really? How do they fight without horns?
Oh, they just headbutt each other and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's a headache waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
Those things are gnarly. You don't want to get close to them when they're fighting. They don't even care what they run over. Like they'll knock over like trees and stuff.
What do you think the gnarliest like animal is, land or sea?
That's a good question. I actually thought about this a couple months ago. Honestly, I feel like a lion might be the gnarliest. A lion, or I was thinking like even like wolves are gnarly too, because like especially in Oregon when we hear about all the wolves, like I've heard these sketch ass stories where like my friend said he went elk hunting one time and he didn't hear anything or see any elk, and he's like, something must be up. And then they walk back and they see all these like wolf tracks following them, like tracking them. And so wolves are scary because like you hear one and then you hear one over here and you're like, oh shit, they're surrounding me, and they know exactly where you are. So I don't know, I think wolves are pretty gnarly, especially when they're together, but I think a lion would be pretty gnarly by itself because those things are huge.
Have you heard of those people living with wolves? Like
No.
They like people go to like Alaska or like I don't know, like wherever there's dense like wolf populations, and they'll go like chill out by like a river, and then like the alpha male or the like one of the like females or something will go like post next to the person at the river, and
they'll just like chill out.
They like won't sit next to each other, but like the person will be like, yeah, like there's a wolf over there like 20 yards away, or like up on this ridge like watching over me. And like they're like friends by the end of it.
Oh really?
And they're like, people will go live with these like packs for like weeks or months or some shit. Yeah, and there's like
that's crazy.
Like they like follow this like person around, or like
I've heard of that. I haven't heard like it's an actual thing.
No, it's for sure an actual thing. And these people, it's usually like some like forest dude that's like knows everything.
Some forest dude with his chacos on.
Yeah, and he's just like mobbing around, and these like wolves are following them and like getting closer and closer, but they can kill him whenever, but they're not, like that's not how the relationship is. It's more of like a, like I don't know, dude, wolves are kind of like spiritual like that.
I
like,
guess so,
I don't like.
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I've only heard horror stories. I've never heard like any good stories.
And wolves have like their territory. It's like 600 square miles or something. They like, that's why it's so fucked when you see like a wolf in a zoo, and it's like, dude, it literally needs something like 10,000 times bigger. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow.
So you said you got a scholarship to Oregon State University. They call it OSU.
OSU, yeah.
Is that the Beavers or the Ducks?
Beavers. Oh,
Beavers.
fuck the Ducks.
What are the Ducks? What
Hate
school
the
is
Ducks.
that?
That's Oregon University.
It's so one's OSU and the other's
One's just
OU.
OU, yeah.
OU. Okay.
Yeah, no, we don't like OU. We butt heads. They call it the Civil War when we played football. Until this whole Black Lives Matter thing, now I think it's going to be called the Platypus War.
Platypus War? Why?
Because the Civil War is apparently offensive. Too.
Wait, say that again?
They're renaming the Civil War because that's what they call our football game when we play Oregon.
They call it the Civil War.
Yeah, but now they're renaming it since this Black Lives Matter thing happened because apparently it's offensive to everybody.
Huh.
Yeah, so now it's like the Platypus War. We're like, great, that's not even gonna be cool.
Are they saying the Platypus War because like a beaver and a duck makes a platypus?
Yeah.
Is that really what a platypus is?
It's not like a mixed breed, but they just kind of look like it. Like they have a tail like a beaver and then a beak like a duck, but they're not like actual duck and beaver mixed.
Okay, and is a platypus a real animal?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
I think it's a marsupial. I think it's like got
like a chinchilla or some
something
shit?
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, they call it that now. But yeah, OSU all the way.
What's happening right now in Oregon? Isn't some crazy shit happening in Oregon?
I mean, try not to pay attention to that stuff, but I keep hearing like they have the Antifa people up there putting up barricades and they've taken a whole city block and they're trying to like ruin everything and blow shit up and stuff like that. And I don't. That's in Portland though. I'm 2 hours south, so thank God I don't have to go up there. But yeah, I guess that place is just being messed up right now. But everywhere else is pretty laid back.
What city were you living in?
Corvallis.
It's called Corvallis.
Corvallis.
Is that like Central Oregon? Like dead splat in the center?
It's central kind of coast. It's like the valley after the coast. So it's like 45 minutes from the beach, but it's like I guess a little bit above central if you're going latitude.
If you were to start at the California-Oregon border and go north, how many hours until you?
I think it's 4 hours from Medford, which is right at the border. So yeah, I think it's about 4.5 hours.
Huh. So you're kind of deep in Oregon.
Yeah.
What's past you? Like, where's Ashland and is Roseville a place in Oregon, or am I tripping?
Rose.
Or like.
I think it is. It's called Rose something. Ashland is. I don't know where Ashland is. I know Eugene is below me. I know Salem's above me. Portland's 2 hours above me. I know Bend is like straight east. Yeah. Like I'm pretty much same latitude as Bend.
Yeah.
So there, yeah, I know Salem's 45 minutes north of me.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's it like going to like call it like a university in Oregon?
It's more laid back, I feel like, than California. I mean, of course I didn't go to anywhere in California, but from what I hear, I feel like California is more like party, go on the weekends, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong, Corvallis does that too, but it just rains so much there. People are like, I can't wear my crop top out in the rain, I'm gonna get wet, so they don't go out that much.
And it's raining year round, huh?
Mostly, yeah. In the summer it's pretty good, but fall through like about April, it's like pretty much off and on raining.
And you guys get sunny days, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone's like super like pumped up.
Oh yeah, but they're super cold. Like in the winter we'll get a sunny day, but it'll be like literally 40 degrees. So you can't you cannot tan.
Like windy too?
It's not bad in the valley. In the central Oregon it gets a little bit more windy, but yeah, like we're in a soggy wet valley. So
yeah.
That gets kind of cold, but yeah, during the summer it's pretty warm though. It gets in the hundreds. It's super fun because they have a big river flowing through there, so we all float the river and have a good time.
Dude, yeah, so you go to Oregon State University, home of the Beavers.
Yeah.
What, like, you're there for a scholarship?
Softball, yeah.
Are you mainly there for a scholarship or mainly there for school?
Well, I'm really happy with the school, and it was one of my top schools, and I thankfully was blessed enough to get a scholarship there to play softball. But yeah, it was pretty much for the team because I did get accepted to Cal Poly and I kind of wanted to go there, but I was like, nah, they don't want me for softball, and so I kind of wanted to go where they had softball, and then I made a lot of friends. It's a pretty good ag school. Like Cal Poly is a better ag school, but I was like, it's perfect space away from home. It's only a 13-hour drive. Like that's perfect because it's not too long, but like not too close. So your parents can just pop up and see you. Yeah. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, I like the softball program's pretty cool. And because it's Division I Pac-12, so we're like super involved, like a lot of like we have a lot of fans, and it's a really good college town. Like everyone totally supports you and stuff like that.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty boss.
You said Cal Poly, and like immediately in my head I was like, Cal Poly's ag, right? They do a lot of ag type shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They have a ton of fields.
Yeah, they're pretty much. I think Davis is like the number 1 ag school, but
Really?
I think Cal Poly's like top 3. I think Cal Poly, UCLA, and Davis are like the top 3 in California.
So you got accepted. So what are you trying to do with like an ag major? Like exactly what you're doing right now?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, ag business is just basically like a regular business,
Yeah.
regular business program, but they just like you talk about agricultural things.
Really?
Yeah, and you take like ag marketing classes and like how to manage your crops and this and that and like insurance and stuff like that. And then I took stuff on animal science. I'm minoring in animal science. And so that's kind of cool because like that's when you learn like the stuff about the actual animals and like how to manage them, which I knew like a good amount from my ranch, but it's super cool to see what other ranchers do.
Dude, that's like another state's perspective.
Yeah, it is super cool.
And I bet you've learned a shit ton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't you usually participate in like the county fair in Paso?
Yeah.
And you like are there like 14 days?
Yeah, I'm there literally the whole time. I love the fair. It's like I'm such a social person, and I love just seeing all the people I see there every year,
Yeah.
like dancing every night at Jimmy's watering hole,
Damn.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
What, like, and you're selling animals there?
Mm-hmm. Well, not anymore. I'm too old. You can only sell till you're 19.
Why?
My brother does. It's like
Okay.
it's more of like a junior, like learn how to raise livestock thing. It's for
Got
FFA and
it.
4-H.
FFA and 4-H. What's FFA?
Future Farmers of America.
Oh, okay.
It's like the high school program. I did it in high school. It's like, like I don't know if you remember, we had like the farm contest where we bring like hay bales and the quad and stuff like that. on
Yeah,
Mondays.
you were always active and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, we did a bunch of that, and my brother does it now, and all his friends. And I kind of help out. Like I kind of help the kids raise their animals, and I sell some of our animals to them and stuff like that.
And you guys had like Miss Flynn as your teacher? Damn.
I love Flynn. She's like one of my best friends now. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
So you guys still see each other?
Oh, yeah.
Regularly?
Well, like when in summer, like I'll go and visit the farm, and I'll go say hi to all the kids, and like at the fair, I'll see her a lot. She's pretty fun.
So you're pretty involved in like the community? Damn, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. This summer, no, because COVID, but usually I am.
What is, like, so you got accepted into Poly, you got accepted into OSU, and you're like, I'm gonna go to Oregon State University because I will be playing softball there. Did they say you can't play softball at Cal Poly?
They didn't really want me. They weren't really interested. They already had someone that was my position or something like that.
What's your position?
I played first base, but now I'm just a hitter.
Okay.
Now I just kind of come in whenever they need me to hit.
Okay.
This season I did pretty well. My first 3 years I was like, trying to work my way up, and like I didn't really focus that much. And then my junior year is like, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna work my ass off, and I'm gonna get the starting position. And then my senior year, I actually, before COVID hit, I actually like hit a home run every tournament we went to. So that was kind of cool.
That's kind of big.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
it was cool.
How do you like explain your positioning and like being on the team? Like you said, like how do you start in baseball? Isn't it like a team and everybody like bats once? Like isn't it your entire team bats, right? And then whenever you guys get three outs, then you guys rotate. Offense, defense, defense, offense.
Yeah, it starts out because in college, a lot of the times pitchers don't hit. So they have
just like save their body, or
it's a lot to focus on pitching and hitting. One of our pitchers does. One or two of our pitchers does, and it's just like because hitting's like a whole different, can of worms where like you have to practice that a ton on the side, and then they also have to practice pitching a ton.
Okay.
So a lot of pitchers just pitch, and like when that happens, we have what's called the DP, which is a designated player, which means that you can have someone that just come in and hit and like not play in the field.
And is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. So they trust you to really fucking smack that ball out of there.
Mm-hmm. And it rotates. Like I'm not that all the time. Like sometimes I'll be that. Sometimes another girl that got surgery and like can't play in the field but can hit goes in there. Stuff like that.
Are you guys pretty good?
Yeah, I mean I think so. We all but my junior year we went to regionals, so that was cool. We play like big schools. Like we play UCLA regularly, like in our season.
How do you guys get like from from Oregon to UCLA? Like, how do you make that move? You guys fly there? Everything's paid
It's
for?
a really cool experience. Yeah, like we get a bunch of free clothes. We get like free tutoring. We get breakfast. I don't know if we get this year. We get like a buffet breakfast that our coaches pay for. Sometimes we get like free dinners. Like we'll get like it's called Orange Fuel, and you can just like go to like the local restaurants and just pay with it. And like that's pretty cool. And then and then when we travel, we get travel gear. We get like new bags and stuff like that, and everything's paid for. Like we get planned flights every weekend. We're gone for like 4 to 5 days a week. And then, like, but when we play Oregon and Washington, we drive in a bus. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, I can see why you said fuck Cal Poly and go to Oregon. It doesn't even sound like you're going to school. You're literally flying to California, going to UCLA, getting new bags. Like, you don't even have to buy clothes anymore.
I literally have not bought a t-shirt for 5 years. Because I literally, my dresser's just stacked with OSU's t-shirts. Because we get like 4 of them a year.
Okay.
At least we get 4 like travel kind of wear around, and we get 2 for practice, like 4 to 6 t-shirts, and then we get like 3 pairs of shoes a year. So we have I have like a bunch of Nike like running shoes and stuff. Then we get a bunch of sweats and a bunch of shorts. We get a lot of stuff. We're very.
Is it year round or just the season, and you're getting all this shit like every month?
Just a school year. We usually get it at the beginning of the school year, and then we get more right before the season, and then that's pretty much it. But if we make it to regionals, we do get like some super sick shoes. Like one year we got Roches, another year we got
what are those?
Those are like the fancy Nike shoes.
How much would you say Roches are?
Roches back then weren't that expensive. They're like $120. Then we got I forgot what the other ones were, but they're ones that have like the memory foam in them. I don't know, they're like fancy, like stylish Nike shoes. Those ones were like $150.
And you use them for just like everyday wear or for the field?
No, that's for like those are what we get if we go to regionals. So like.
And you get memory foam Nike shoes?
Yeah.
What the hell does that feel like?
Oh, it's like walking on a cloud.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we get those just to wear around. Like if we make it to regionals, it's like our present from our coach.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's like. That must be a huge upgrade from Morro Bay High School.
Yeah.
Like
Morro Bay High School doesn't even like come close to that. Like Morro Bay High School, we had to buy the sweatshirts that we got for our team.
Yeah. And
then we had to buy all of our own shit. But like, I mean, it's like different world, completely different world.
Yeah, you went from having to like jump through hoops just to get like a t-shirt that's like isn't like some crazy like Nike logoed like fucking memory foam thing, you know, and now you're like fucking in Oregon getting hey, take these Roches, hey, take these Air Force Ones or whatever.
Yeah, the wrestlers got Air Force Ones. Those are cool.
What?
They got orange and black Air Force Ones.
Jeez.
And football gets a bunch of stuff. Football gets like 3 times the stuff we get. They get a bunch. Well, they make a lot more money than we do. They have like, you know, thousands of fans where we only have like, you know.
So you guys like charge you guys are getting all this shit because you guys are like a college school.
We get grants, yeah. Like the athletic department makes so much money through football and like donations and stuff like that we get grants, and they get like divvy us money out to have a budget for the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What state is huge on sports? Like name a gnarly fucking state. Like Texas?
Arizona.
Arizona's,
but we haven't been we went to Texas once, and they're pretty gnarly, but Arizona we go to, I think we fly there like 3 times a year.
3 times a year in one season?
Mm-hmm.
How long is the season?
We have, that season's first weekend of February, and that can go all the way up to almost June. So it's like good 4 months. And so we're gone every weekend, or we'll be home sometimes for our home games, but we'll be gone a lot of like preseason is gnarly. Preseason is 5 weeks, typically 5 to 6 weeks, and you're gone 5 days a week.
For 6 weeks?
5 weeks.
For 5 weeks, so you don't do homework?
We do. We have to have study hall on the road. That's where we sit there for 2 hours and just do homework our coach makes us, but we try to get classes online. Our teachers work with us and stuff like that, so we have
So it's kind of in this situation from like February to June, it's sport
rough.
First,
and then
like, school.
Yeah.
How many units or classes do you have to take on top of all this?
Minimum of 12.
12 units, so it's like 3-4 classes?
For about 4. Well, the freshmen, it sucks. Their classes are like 1 credit, like 1 unit. Yeah, so like they have like 5 classes, but like for me, I'll have 3 or 4, and then but typically we take about 16 credits. Like 12 is just the minimum.
You had to take like math, science, various types of like English, public speaking.
Yeah, public speaking.
Art.
No, we don't have to take art. Public speaking, we have to take, some of them have to take chemistry. A lot of them have to take like, they're called ALS classes, which is like, you know, like stupid stuff like how to prepare for a test or like how to adapt to college, you know, like just weird classes like that.
Okay.
Like those are the mandatory, but then my ag classes are like accounting, you know, like my marketing or business classes and stuff like that. Those are kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, so you've been doing this for the last
4 years.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you're stoked to be able to play 1 more year because COVID canceled you?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's gonna be pretty cool. Like my parents got a house up there, so I live on like an acre. And I just garden, and I got chickens now, so I like do my little chickens, and
Dang.
I kind of do that there. And then like our days are super packed though, like with meetings. Like we're gone like 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. with meetings and practice and stuff like that. So you have like a tight schedule, but it's pretty fun. Like you make a lot of good friends. You get to see your friends every day, and you make a lot of good friends in other sports. So that's kind of cool, and a lot of connections.
How big is the campus? Can you like walk from one end to the other?
Yeah, Cal Poly's is way bigger. This one's like, I could probably walk from one end to the other in like an hour.
An hour?
Like maybe less than that.
How long would it take for you to walk from one side of Poly to the other?
Oh god, I don't even know. I don't even know how far Poly is. Like I've never even, like where the ag part starts, that would take, you know, a couple hours, because like the ag section is way up there.
Yeah.
And this section's like down kind of by the boba stop down there. So that's kind of a long walk. But like, yeah, Corvallis is not that big.
What is the, what's the team like? How would you describe the team you're on? Like, are you homies with them? Or?
Yeah. Well, when I first got there, like the seniors, our culture has definitely changed since I've been there. And like our seniors were like, oh, you're a freshman, yeah, blah, blah, like, you suck, you know, like it was kind of like, oh shit, everyone's trying to beat me down right now because I'm a freshman. But like now it's super like accepting, and freshmen have a voice, and seniors are like just chilling, like laid back, like I don't really care. I'm just like, I'm different. A lot of people are like hardcore about it. I just like to have a good time with my friends, and I like to play softball, so I just kind of do that. And it's pretty cool. Like sometimes we'll have fights. Like I've like one time one girl punched another girl on the team. That's really funny. But we'll have our fights and we'll have our arguments, and you know we'll get sometimes you'll have to stick up for them but not stick up for them, and you know like girls, it's just drama sometimes. But we all love each other.
Is there people on the team you particularly like hang out with more than other people?
Oh, yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, there's little cliques, but then like we'll all come together and hang out every now and then.
How many people are on the team?
Oh man, now I don't even know now. I want to say like 17 to 19. I think about 17 are now.
Oh, so you know everyone's first name, last name. Okay.
No, football they have like 100 people, but
damn.
Yeah, our teams are pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys do for fun in Oregon?
That's a good question. There's not like a ton to do. Like some people call it Core Vegas instead of Corvallis because they make fun of it because there's not much to do. There's like literally like 4 bars, and there was a really like poppin' bar. It was called Impulse. And like they had like it was like upstairs. Like I don't know how people wouldn't fall off the balcony because that thing was rickety, and people would be drunk like rolling down the stairs.
Yeah.
But I never got to go, and I wasn't 21 by then. But they shut it down because they let so many minors in that they had to shut it down. But it was pretty poppin' from what I've heard. And then now they have like this other one called Havana, which is in like a basement of a big like mall, and it's actually pretty cool. It's like they have like different levels of stages where you can dance. And they have Peacock. The Peacock is cool. They have Western Wednesday. I love Western Wednesday. We all go and dance. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, then they have Harrison's, the dive bar all the biker dudes go. We like to go there just to have fun every now and then. But those are like the only like real like actual bars you can go to. Like other than that, bowling. I love bowling because bowling alley has a bar. So I go there, we all hang out and drink and bowl. It's pretty fun. And the drinks are like $4 each, so it's like super
damn.
Super legit.
And no sales tax.
Yeah.
Just straight $4.
Exactly, yeah. And then there's a lot of agriculture around. So like sometimes we'll ride bikes, or people will bring their skateboards, or like I like to go and camp and fish. There's a couple places to fish around there. But then I go over to Central Oregon and like bring my truck and I just go camp over there and have a good time.
Yeah.
You can go like off-roading there, and yeah, some of my friends have like ranches nearby, so I go hang out with them. But a lot of other people, a lot of people play video games. There's not much stuff to do there, especially when it rains. But,
do like the girls, are they playing video games, or is it mostly the guys?
So yeah, all the girls on my team are like hooked on Fortnite.
Are they good at Fortnite?
Actually, yeah, they're
really.
There's a couple of them that are raw. They're like gnarly at it, and I'm like I tried to get into it a little bit. And I was like, oh, it's kind of fun, but they're like just like shooting everything up.
Do you like watching video games? Like, do you like watching that unfold in front of you?
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, I like to play it, but then I like suck at playing it, and like I'm so like it's so sensitive that I'm like spinning around in circles. So I'm like, oh shit, I'll just watch you.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of fun watching people really good at video games like play and just like them just be unstoppable.
Yes, like I can't even think that fast, and they're just like just going crazy with things like about to break in their hand. It's so crazy.
Dude, you did something I would like to bring up. You need to elaborate on. Tell us about redneck surfing.
Redneck surfing. That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, redneck surfing. My dad put in a roping arena.
You have an arena?
Yeah. Like it's like what you do rodeos in. We have it at our house.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has like the sand. Like he actually got sand from Osos. Like they sell sand from Montana, I think. I don't know where they get it. It's like Osos sand though.
Okay.
And so you put that in there because like the horses run around in that typically. But when it rains, that stuff all puddles up.
Yeah.
It has like these gnarly puddles, and so we take like. Our neighbor owns tubes in Moore Bay, the boogie board shop.
Okay.
So like we'll get old boogie boards from him, and we'll just like cut a hole in it and like put a cattle rope through it.
Okay.
And then tie it to our quad, and then we'll just like have these redneck surfing parties. And we'll have like one time I had the whole Moore Bay soccer team come over.
Yeah.
We're all just running through the mud and like knocking each other off, like because the goal is to like knock the person off that's on. So like I'll be flying, and then like we'll hit like water, and we'll just like skim over the water, and you'll just like roll off.
Are you going fast when you do it?
Yeah. Well, when you're doing that, because like the centrifugal force of the rope is like just gliding over the water. But like the quad doesn't go super fast, but it's super fun. I haven't done it in a while, but you get kind of tore up too, because there's like rocks in there, and you're like rolling in the mud and like sliding, and these people are attacking you. It's great.
That's why it's called redneck surfing though.
Mm-hmm.
Like rednecks get down and dirty.
Rednecks get in the mud, and they also surf just differently.
Dude, I fucking love rednecks, Fallon. I literally love rednecks so much.
A lot of us don't give a shit about anything.
And that's one of the reasons I love you guys. Like,
yeah.
Dude.
Like, everyone always thinks we're like shitty people because like, oh, they're rednecks, oh, blah, blah, they have this opinion. But it's like, no, we really don't give a shit. If you're an asshole, we're not going to like you though. And
dude, fucking redneck. Dude, I will tell you one of the biggest reasons I love rednecks is they will tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. And they're very honest people, and just they can just talk your fucking head off too. And I like it when somebody's just like going down this like funny rabbit hole of like this part of this, and it's just the shit they do, like whatever is like going on in their head, like they just like bounce, you know what I mean? Like
I know,
those like Southern style like classic redneck, and they're usually like a little bit on like the older side of folk, and they will just keep like they will talk your head off, and that's something I really like. And like I feel like rednecks are just so truthful, you know, like they're not
shit. I mean, they've been humbled so many times by like so much like agricultural shit, because that shit that'll bite you in the ass sometimes. You just can't really control the weather and stuff like that. Like I love rednecks. I met a friend up there. Like I got a Tinder one time, like as a joke, and I had this like total joking profile. And there's this like bigger dude on there. His name's Carter Bass. He's one of my best friends up there. I hope he watches this. He might watch this.
Shout out Carter.
And, he's super funny, and he's like this big guy. He loves to fish, and he has like one of those river boats. And like I met this guy. I was like, hey, I'm like just on here as a joke, but like if you actually want to hang out, like I'd love another redneck friend. And so we actually met up and went fishing. He's such a funny guy. We hang out all the time when I go.
Dude, that's funny.
I love guys like that, and they just don't give a shit. Like they're like, yeah, let's go fishing. I don't care. Like some people are like, oh, well, what day, what time? Oh, blah blah blah. He's like, let's just go.
Yeah, for real. yeah, it's kind of like, hey, like, let's go do it. You know, there's not like this giant fucking like dilemma or plan or like, you know what I mean?
I hate when people have to do plans.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, 3 o'clock, don't be late. I'm like, well, what if I want to eat a sandwich or something?
Yeah. No, sometimes for some that like crazier, like more like eccentric or like more sophisticated plans, for those to happen, you actually like do need some like concrete rules and stuff.
Yeah.
But like in terms of just like doing something like simple, like sometimes I'm like, shit, like I don't want to explain this to 10 people, just like trust the process.
Yeah.
And I promise you, like as the minutes go by, your questions will get like answered.
Yeah.
You know, like let's just go do this like activity, like, you know what I mean? Like we're not gonna fucking go jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. No, I know exactly what you're saying.
You definitely, in my eyes, correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, you are a redneck.
Yeah.
And cheers to that.
There's a lot more rednecks. There's a lot more redneck people out there, but I'm like, you know, I'm more of like I do have a redneck side, like a really redneck side. Like I wear my Crocs and my sweat shorts, and like I wear like a cutoff or a t-shirt, and like just like to the bar.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's
I don't
hard
even care.
as
Like
fuck.
I get compliments too. They're like, "Oh my god, you look so comfy." I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I'm having a great time."
Yeah, no, dude, the redneck, like, way, man.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think you. Man, I think you're the first redneck I've had on here.
Really?
There might be, I don't know, maybe someone would be like, no, like I was the redneck, but like I think you're the first like genuine like redneck I know that like has property and cattle and like a fucking ag business going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to you for coming on. Hell yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love being here. Love this kind of stuff.
Dude, what like how does, I definitely want to talk like a good amount about your business.
Okay.
Like, did you make a website yourself, or like how did that all go down?
Well, it kind of started, I was like, you know what, I've had this idea for a while, and I actually have had this idea since I was in Mr. Godsey's class senior year in high school.
Dude, shout out Mr. Godsey.
Mr. Godsey is the bomb.
Is he not
Great
the
guy.
chillest fucking teacher?
He was, yeah. He like, I had this big dream, he's like, go for it, Fallon, go for it. I was like, alright, I will, and now I'm like finally going for it. And I actually came up with the idea this year. I was like, you know what? Might as well. People are wanting beef. Like I have the beef. Like I'm gonna sell it online and like ship it. My whole idea was to ship it. We're still trying to figure out the logistics of shipping it. It's like, cause you know, like just in case it goes bad, or just in case like it gets stuck in shipping, you know, blah blah. But I was like, you know what? Like I need to come up with a name, and then literally the first name I came up with was Beef by the Beach. I was like, oh sweet, perfect, cause like our cows are literally on like the bluffs, like at China Harbor, and so I was like, you know what? Might as well. And then I just kind of thought about the cows I had that I could, you know, process soon and like kind of see when I could get the meat ready. And this whole break I've been like trying to come up with a website. And my cousin went to Cal Poly she's a journalist and she knows how to do like websites and stuff like that. So she kind of helped me get started. And then like my mom would help me every now and then, but like I did most of it. I went out, took pictures. Like I have a little, that's probably a better camera than mine, but I have something like that. And I would go out and take pictures of the cows, and like I had to come up with all the stuff, like the slogans and like the little words to say, and like how much stock I have, and like all that stuff. One of my friends up in Oregon helped me too, because she's bored up there doing nothing all summer.
And they know. So did you build the website, or did you have like a friend help you?
I built the website.
You built the website?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, are you like advanced in technology?
Kinda. Like I do like a little bit. Like I actually kind of like videos like this. Like I'll do like some like edits every now and then, like my little GoPro edits.
Okay.
Or like I'll do like the website. This website like was kind of fun. I was like, oh, it's kind of time consuming and not really my thing. But I know how to do it now after trial and error. Like my cousin kind of got me started. She knew how to use the mother website to get this one going, and I kind of just ran with it. But yeah, I'm all right. Like I'm getting better. Just trying to figure out kind of, you know, logistics and how to save things, because like sometimes you'll think something's saved and it's like not saved. I'm like, well shit, where'd that go? I've been working on it all day.
Yeah.
But
so what happened if someone ordered something right now? Does your phone vibrate and you go, oh shit, I need to go home, throw this, take this out of the freezer, duct tape it and send it off? Like how does that work?
Kinda like that. I have the option for local pickup where you can pick it up at my ranch or I can locally deliver it to you. Like
no
meat.
way.
Yeah. So like if you were to order meat and you'd pick up local delivery, I would just deliver it to your door like within like a couple days. Like typically I'll just do like, I'll email them back and I'll say, hey, I'm gonna be in like San Luis on this day, I'll deliver it this day. Or is that okay with you, you know?
Got it.
Stuff like that. But then like apparel, a lot of people order apparel and just say, hey, I'm gonna leave a box on your porch this day, and so like they'll kind of be expecting it.
So you do all of this delivery, SLO County only? You're not driving to like Santa Barbara or some shit?
Not yet. Well, I won't drive there, and eventually I'll ship it all. Like I can ship apparel anywhere, but beef is kind of, we're trying to figure out like how to keep it cold for a certain amount of time, because that's kind of like, you don't want that to go bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna bring a bunch of meat up to Oregon because like my coaches and a bunch of people I know up there want to buy some, so I'm gonna just throw it all on an ice chest and bring it up there.
Yeah, or is there a way you can show me like what shirts and like hats you have? That's the hat you have, right?
Yeah,
that trucker
this is
hat?
one of them. Yeah, look on, if you take your phone, you can look on the website.
Okay, we'll do it out there. We'll do it out there. But
Yeah.
dude, if you have some like, what color shirts do you have?
I have brown and pink, which is like brown shirt, pink logo.
Okay, that's, dude, so many people
Yeah.
don't do like a color scheme with pink
Yeah.
as like dude, pink is like as like an outline or like a stencil. Like you're saying the main thing's brown with like some pink lettering. Dude, people don't do enough things
Yeah,
with pink
that's
as
what
that.
I thought too.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, people do like black and white shirts, like a white shirt with this logo or
Yeah.
a gray shirt with this logo. I was like, you know, I want to have an option for someone that doesn't want just black and white. Like I do have black and white.
Yeah.
But, like I want to do something else. And like this hat, like I've never seen anyone have like a light blue, like a khaki back.
Yeah.
I was like, might as well, it looks cool. And then like I have a khaki front, a white back, and then just have like the one that Evan got, the black and gray one.
What are the other shirt colors you have?
Just black and white and brown and pink.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
my first order. I'm actually doing pretty good on them. Like I've sold out of like half of my sweatshirts, so like that's pretty cool. And
Same
then,
colors, black and white, brown and pink. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna do like a U.S. military appreciation one where I get like camo jackets with white writing on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And then I was gonna do a breast cancer one where it's like solid pink and then like, I don't know, like maybe the brown writing or something, or I don't know, something like that. But,
Would you ever do like solid pink, how you were just saying, and like a gray?
yeah, I could. Yeah, let me know what you think would look cool, because I want to do like cool designs so like people, you know, like first of all they stand out. People are like, oh, that's a weird looking shirt. Like I've never seen a color like that with a
Yeah.
logo on it.
Yeah.
And then like people will be like, cool, I have something different to wear rather than just black and white in my drawer, or I can pull a pink one out. You know.
Yeah, you guys kind of came up clutch, dude. It's like an M with.
Yeah, this logo took 4 hours to do.
Do you have? Or sorry, what were you saying?
Or the guy, you remember Bueno, James Bueno?
Yeah.
Yeah, he helped me design it. And he did all my shirts and sweatshirts
Dude,
too.
Hell yeah, because he knows all those people to like talk to, huh?
Well, he has like his own little company now where he does shirts and sweatshirts. So he's really good. So if anyone needs any shirts and sweatshirts, he's good.
How do you get that design though? Like, did you create that yourself, or?
Me and Bueno talked about it for 4 hours one day. We sat down, we're like, hey, look, like these mountains on here are actual Cayucas mountains traced. Like we looked up a picture online and we just traced the mountains and then we just slapped them on the logo. And then we did like the pier and the water too. So like we kind of tried to get everything in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to do some like branding for myself.
Yeah,
you know?
no, he'll help you make one if you want. He's really good with ideas, and he's really good at like making it on his little computer.
Does he know anything about business cards? Because I would love to have like a stack of business cards.
Yeah, I
just
mean
to be
business
able
cards
to-
you can do at Staples. You can design them on Staples, or if you
Can you?
go to him and get a logo, and then you can put that logo on your business card.
Yeah, I need to sit down with some people, have them create a logo for me, and then give that to like Bueno or some shit.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I'm definitely sending you home with some homework. I want you to let me get further along with that business card and like some apparel like ideas. I'm gonna hit you up.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, do you think you could get Gotsy on the podcast? Like, could you talk to Miss Flynn and like have her?
I'll see if I can get Godsey. You know what's funny is he gave me fishing vests one time, like just randomly. I was like, he said, hey, I have fishing vests. And I was like, oh no way, I'll take them. And I wore one like 2 weeks ago. I looked in the pocket and it said Godsey on the little fishing thing. Like he had his fishing license in there still. I was
That's
like, man,
funny. That's funny.
God, is he a good guy? I don't know if he still teaches there. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is he still around? That's the
I don't know. Well,
question.
I'll have to ask Flynn and see if he's still around because he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Or you know who you should get on is chemistry guy. What was his name?
Tomek?
No,
Gady.
Gady, yes.
Dude.
You should get Gady on here. Gady would be so fun. I think he still does teach there.
Yeah, dude, that'd be
He's so cool.
funny.
Yeah.
That'd be really fucking funny, actually.
He's so funny. I love that guy.
Do you think they would come on?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
This is super official, so yeah.
You said you did interview podcasting a couple days ago?
Last week.
What, like, how did that go down? Someone called you, texted you, emailed you?
It was a Zoom call.
How did,
he messaged me on Facebook.
And said what?
I think he said just, hey, are you, he just said, hey, are you, you're a student athlete, I'd love to have you on, like, I haven't had a female student athlete on before, love to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And then we set up a time, and bam. Yep, it was super cool.
Is this local?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He works at Dick's Sporting Goods, I think, is his, other job.
Oh,
so, he's pretty local, yeah. But we just did a Zoom call, and he doesn't do the video part, he just does the voice.
Just the voice.
Yeah, but I kind of like this. I kind of like I like that. That's pretty fancy.
No, I feel like the video is dope if you just want to, be cooking and then have it on the TV, look back hear the audio coming out and then just turn around real fast, put a name to a face, put an expression to an idea, that sort of thing.
It's good. Yeah, it's good to definitely see the faces because my brother listens to the Joe Rogan podcast.
That shit goes off.
Yeah, but I don't know what the person looks like. Sometimes we'll have a hunter on there and I'm like, what does this guy look like? He's this big white dude. He's like this little scrawny fisherman looking guy.
Yeah. That's funny.
Nice to know, but yeah, this is super cool.
Dude, hell yeah. What do you guys talk about on his interview? Just all about sports, all about OSU sports?
Just kind of my story and how I got there and what it took to get there and then how it is being there and how it's different from high school and all that kind of stuff.
And then now you had me hitting you up for a while now, getting you on here. Mm-hmm. Dude, so you're getting you're starting a business, you're doing 2 interviews back to back.
Only 2 so far, at home. In Corvallis they do stuff about sports, but it's typical,
Yeah.
We want to talk to your team, blah blah blah. And so I'll go on. Then we actually had a video thing going on for our Instagram for softball. It's called Facts with Fallon. And every week I would come out with this new video about our upcoming games and stuff going on in my life. They wanted me to do a Facts with Fallon at home on the ranch because it's a comedy thing. Everyone loved to watch it.
Snap.
It was kind of fun.
Dude, I feel you're definitely a content creator, hands down, no matter what. And I feel you've always been one.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I just have different stuff going on. Nobody sticks their arm up a cow's vagina to pull a calf out.
Yeah.
You don't see that every day.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah, people claim they do. People wear a cowboy hat at the fair. They'd be like, oh yeah, I'm a cowboy, but it's everyone likes to wear the hat, but nobody likes to do it.
Yeah. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
No, good point. You have a following for sure in this county.
Kind of.
You I feel you have a massive friend group, because you played all those sports in high schools. You're friends with pretty much every teacher. I'm sure you have a shit ton of family friends.
Yeah.
When did you get back from when COVID forced you to come back? Were you part of did you get here in March?
Yeah.
April, March?
End of March.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, end of March. And then I went back for a couple weeks because I didn't want to be home for that long. And I was like, you know what, I'll just work for my dad all summer and kind of just hang here for a minute. I don't have a ton of friends I talk to here anymore because I'm just working the whole time and COVID, you can't go do anything fun and you just don't like to hang out and talk. You want to go bowling or the movie or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll go fishing or we'll go, I have a pond at my house, we'll go swimming in the pond. Or we'll go camping. We've been camping a lot, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, I know a good amount of people because my dad's pretty well known here among the agricultural community, and so now all of his friends have kids, and I'm friends with them, and I know sports people and stuff like that, and then I meet more people every time I go to the fair and stuff. So kind of, I try to keep in touch with them.
Yeah. What so you have you had a friend group that you've been hanging out with particularly here? since you've been back? Like, have people been hitting you up saying, "Yo, Fallon, let's go to the beach," or like, "Let's work on, like, let's do some of this stuff," or like, are a lot of people gone out of this area that you don't usually like, or that you usually associate with? They're just gone right now. Like, have you been pretty active hanging out with friends, or have you been more on like the busy side of things?
Oh, I've been super busy this break, but usually when I come home, I'll hang out with Brooke. Well, she went to school with us. Bertha. We call her Bertha. That was her nickname. Okay. She's an FFA with me. I hang out. Well, now I hang out with Seth Vlogs. He works for us. I like hanging out with Seth. He's fun. Every now and then I hang out with Carter, Pope. Let's see. My brother has a friend. Her name's Becca Dulitz. Her sister is Lily Larkin. You know Lily Larkin? She went to San Luis.
I've definitely,
She goes to Point Loma, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her little sister, and she's like my brother's age. She's like still in high school, but like we're really good friends. She's super fun to hang out with.
Got it.
So I hang out with her, and then I have a couple of friends from Paso I see every now and then. One of my good friends lives in King City because I met her with softball. So like it just, like I'll take a day off and I'll go camping with them or something like that.
So you're pretty much busy though, 7 days a week?
Oh yeah.
Damn. Are you getting like paid to do this, or is it more like out of heart, like because you're paying yourself essentially because you're selling shit, Yeah.
Well, now it's like my parents pay for everything still because I can't have a job in Corvallis because softball takes up everything. Yeah. So they kind of just like I just work for my dad because he works for me basically. Yeah. He works to help me out all the time.
For sure.
Yeah, I just work for him.
Is it you and your brother? 2 siblings total? Okay.
Yep, my brother's turning 18 on September 20th, yeah.
So it's like in like 2 weeks maybe? Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Snap. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm 22, he's gonna be 18, just us. He's more into the hunting, fishing kind of thing. He's going to Montana State, he wants to, so.
Montana State University?
Yeah.
MSU? Is that what they call it?
I don't know what they call it. I don't know. I know it's like the cats or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, he loves hunting and fishing, so he wants to go up there and do wildlife studies and stuff.
Dude, that would be sick, I bet. And I bet you Montana would be lit to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go visit him. Yeah. I'm stoked about that.
What's it like, what are you having Seth do for you? Because I definitely have seen him on like Snap or like vice versa. Yeah. Like he's been like has he been helping you do this whole shit?
Yeah, he kind of helps my mom more. Like we also sell avocados, so he does like he kind of babysits the avocados. He kind of like checks the sprinklers and makes sure they're watering, and every now and then he'll help me with the cows. Like we'll go and build fence or we'll pound posts. It's really funny because like I can kind of tell Seth what to do, but like, because like he's my age and I don't feel, because like, sometimes we'll have older workers and I'm like, I don't want to tell you what to do. You're like 30. Like, I don't want to be this 22-year-old telling you what to do. Yeah. But like Seth, it's like funny because I love to boss him around and mess around with him all the time. And so we'll like pound a post, and like a post you have to do like a 3-foot hole. Yeah. And you put the post in and then you fill it back up and then you tamp it down. It's like a bitch to do. It takes like 2 hours to do it, like for 2 people. Damn. And so Seth and I go and do the post sometimes, and I just make him tamp it all the time. It's really funny. So he's like sweating, hitting the thing on the ground. But then like sometimes I'll move the cows, he'll feed. Like the other day, the calves are super small and like they don't really know what's going on, so they'll just take off and run. And one time Seth scared one and it just took off and run like through the fence in the wrong field, and he literally had to chase it like yards, like hundreds of yards to grab it. And he finally like crawled through the fence and grabbed its tail. I was like, I got it! It was pretty funny. But yeah.
Seth's doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's a really good worker.
I want to, Seth, if you're watching this, I need you to come on like ASAP.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's funny because like the last location I was doing this at, like before we moved in here, completely different group of people, and then like you are my second person I've done here.
Oh really?
Yeah, and like I started off with Vince and now I'm doing you, and like I bet you Seth will come on hopefully. Like
Seth probably will, yeah.
It's definitely like you guys are like a different group that I've like known since freshman year in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so funny. And I watched your ones with Eli. Oh my god.
Oh,
Eli
skit?
cracks me up.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Like still this day, he's like top 3 funniest people I know in my life.
Dude, he really is.
He just
really
does
is.
not give a shit about anything, and he just keeps talking, like, comes up with the weirdest shit. You're like, where did you even come up with that?
You watched Mickey's Meats?
I watched a little bit of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw him, and I was like, oh my god, he's hilarious. And then when I see him on your guys' Snapchat stories, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta hang out with that guy again.
Dude, that guy, I'm definitely doing a podcast with him.
He's like just him, just ask him random shit, and he'll know like the answer to all of it, and he'll just talk about it.
Dude, he's gonna pretty much like dissect the government.
Really?
When we do his podcast, yeah, that's definitely more of like a plan, like with you, it's just like, yo, Fallon, come on, like no expectations. With like Eli, that's more of like a planned, like, yo, let's review this. Like, I'm gonna be prepared for it because he's literally gonna be like dissecting the government and like everything wrong with it.
Yeah, he's smart. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, no, Eli goes fucking hard, and he's like big on that conspiracy grind.
Yeah.
So
I know. He always has like his stories. Like I hear him talking about someone else's story. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's so funny. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I definitely like. Speaking of the government, like, I definitely wanted to, like, you have to own guns, right, Fallon?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get a Glock right now to open carry in Oregon. And
Oregon's all about open carry, right?
Yeah, you can open carry anywhere, pretty much in Oregon. Well, I mean, of course, except for the typical, like, buildings, like government buildings, campuses, you can't do that, but... Like, I go camping a lot, and I just see people just, like, carrying it, just whatever. Like, they don't care as much there. But, you know, California, hey, that's a little rough.
Do you want to have this conversation on, like, why are these people trying to, like, take away our guns?
I'll go for it. I don't care.
Why are these people trying to take away our guns, Fallon?
Well, I think a lot of people these days think that guns are, like it's guns' fault that people are dead. But, I mean, most of the time, unless, of course, there's an accident, someone drops it, blah, blah, blah. It's not the gun's fault. It's the person behind the gun. And I think that a lot of people just think it's easier to take guns away from people rather than take crazy people away because you don't know if someone's crazy or not.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that as an American, we should be able to bear arms, you know, because that's what our country was formed, and that's how we got what we have today is with guns and with weapons and stuff like that. Because, like, you can't protect yourself with your physical body, you know, and like you need to be able to have that because if they're gonna take away our guns and not the crazy people, we're gonna have to have a way to protect ourselves from the crazy people if they're gonna leave them out there, you know. Like we're not like it's kind of an either or thing.
Yeah.
But like, you know, because I just think that a lot of people think that guns are the reason, but guns are just a tool, and they are like anything, like. You know, drugs can be used for good things, for pain relief, or drugs can be abused. Like, it's just the way people use it, and that's kind of the same things with guns, you know? So I think it's along the same lines as that. Like a car, like you could get hit by a car, but you could also use a car to get to the grocery store. You know?
Dude, you're making very valid points, Fallon, and I literally love it. Back to that gun thing, like you've brought up, like, dude, there's people that would have a heart attack if they heard what you just said. They would be like,
oh, I know.
Oh my god, no, like, she can't make that analogy about the car. Like, I have this, that, and this, that, and this, that. You out of your fucking mind. Like, get them all, remove their YouTube video, remove their podcast. Like, this person's out of fucking control. Send the FBI to their house, case investigation, do this. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro.
I know.
Dude, if we want to have... Dude, let me give you something, Fallon. If we want to have fucking AR-15s for 30-round magazines and protect our property, ourselves, our family, us, like, that. Dude, we need to do that, bro. Yeah. Like, we need to fucking do that because he's crazy. Dude, you want to know what actually is going on, dude? They think we're crazy for having guns. They think we're crazy for walking around with fucking shotguns and shit. No, they are fucking crazy because they're scheming to take away what we have to protect us with, and they're gonna be the ones to fucking kill us. Yeah. To be honest with you, they want microscopes under our ass, and they literally want to know everything about us, and they're literally saying, hey, like, yeah, those guns that you have over there, yeah, fucking bring them to us. Yeah, right, bro. Yeah. Dude, no, I know quite a few people that the day, like, anything like that happens, they literally have, like, they are ready for the fucking civil
war.
We
got 2 gun safes, and they're stacked full. My brother's, like, literally addicted to buying guns. So he has like, I don't even know how many guns he has.
Yeah.
And then we were leaders of a 4-H group, like a gun 4-H group. So we have like these guns that were donated to us just stacked in our house. And so we're like all about it. But no, like when people get in trouble, like when those like super liberal people that don't want the guns kind of thing get in trouble, like what's the first thing they're gonna want when someone's trying to attack them? A gun. They're not gonna want to talk to them. They're not gonna want to, you know, punch them in the face. You know, like if someone's in your house trying to kill you, you're gonna want a gun.
So many people don't understand that because they haven't been in that situation where like they've been attacked. You know, like it's almost crucial to fucking just like to be in one of those situations so you realize like, yo, like we actually need guns.
Need that, yeah.
Dude, and like we need guns to protect ourselves from the government when the government gets out of control. Like there should be a local militia.
Like that's that's like another thing is like people don't understand like our government was built on like if the government gets out of hand, you should be able to defend yourself. Like that's what the whole thing with breaking away with England, like breaking away from England. Like we were supposed to like, you know, be able to sustain ourselves, and like we were fighting against them. Like, but people are like, oh, the government this, the government that, let the government take care of you. But like, which I understand to a certain point. Like, especially like with Trump in office, like my kind of people feel like we're being taken care of pretty good with him. But like, you know, if something gets out of hand, like if somebody else gets in there and they're like crazy, which could happen these days because people are crazy and they will vote against Trump and they don't care who the other person is because they just don't like Trump. Like some idiot could be in office and they'll vote for them because, you know, they don't want Trump. So like if that happens, like the government might blow up in our face, you know? Yeah. Like stuff like that might happen. We're gonna need to have a way to protect ourselves or like a backup plan if something happens like that. You know, because someone that's like stupid like Biden, like what if something happens and like he gives control to another country and now we're like, you know, under control another country, bam, we're gonna need our guns. Like I'm not saying that'll happen, but like
good, definitely that's
like we're gonna need that.
Yeah, what do you do when like you need a gun and like the police are too far away? You can't call the police.
Or people want to defund the police so the police aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dude, I don't.
There's nothing you can do.
The only argument people really make is like, oh, you have these like mass shootings where like people are like going to these schools or just like out in public and like shooting shit up, and it's like, well, that shit's gonna still happen. Or it's gonna be worse with bombs or with cars that have fucking gasoline tanks.
They're gonna drug everyone with gas. Or
dude.
Like, you know, and most of the time those people don't have guns that are bought legally. Yeah. I feel like they should just make it like pretty easy to buy a gun. Like I understand like sometimes they need to do a background check, like if you're suspicious or if you have a criminal history. Yeah. Like then maybe be suspicious, but like you don't need to go and, you know, do all of these different extravagant things. Like I think the 10-day waiting period is so stupid because if you want to kill someone right now, if you're crazy enough to kill someone right now, you're probably crazy enough to kill someone in 10 days when you get the gun. Yeah. So like I don't know. I think that they should just like if someone had a gun while that person was shooting up the school, he wouldn't have shot up the school because they would have shot him. So. Yeah, dude. What if teachers had guns? They thought about that and everyone thought it was crazy. But like there was a shooting, I think it was last year, and the security guard had a gun on him and shot the guy before he shot the whole school. Damn, so what a legend. Like, so it's like if somebody has one of those like sitting around, like if that's legal to have a couple of them on campus, like that would be clutch, because, you know, I mean, I don't think in the desk because a kid can grab it and shoot somebody, but like, you know. Or have it to where like fucking have Elon Musk design something where it's like a handle and it only reads that teacher's fingerprint. Yeah, they have those actually. Yeah, they have fingerprint ones. Dude, then start assigning those to teachers, you know, or like that'd be kind of sick, dude. There would definitely be some more protection. Yeah, I just think, I know people want to run from it, but I think that personally, I think that it's just going to get worse as far as the shootings. And like the shootings, that's how stuff's going to happen. Like if people want to kill people, they're going to kill people. Guns just are like the easiest, most efficient way for them to do it, but they're still going to do it. Yeah. You know, and like even if they get it illegally, they're still going to get it illegally if we ban them. Yeah. Like what are they going to do if they take all of our guns? They're going to have a bunch of guns sitting somewhere and someone's going to go grab one. Yeah. You know. Yeah, dude, shit.
the world is definitely going into like a weird place right now. Huh?
Yeah.
It's
Well, especially with COVID, like so many people have different opinions about COVID, but like I don't know. I feel like they're putting us on lockdown. I mean, yeah, of course that saved us a little bit, and like I'm glad that Trump kind of put a lockdown from China because that's where it started. Like a lot of people say, oh, he's racist, but it's like people are literally bringing it into our country from China because that's where it originated from. So like, you know, I get that, but like I feel like at this point, if you want to go out and have a burger or watch a movie, you should be able to. That's the risk you take, you know, like that's our right as an American to be able to decide what we want to do. If we want to get sick, let us get sick, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be weird. I feel like by the time this is over, there's just gonna be like another virus, right?
Yeah. Something else is gonna try to take us out, I guess.
Yeah. Overpopulation, dude, it's a bitch. You know, everyone wants to have kids, you know? Like everyone wants to be a mom and a pop and, you know.
Yeah, which is fine if you want to replace yourself. Like, you know, like some people have like 3 or 4 kids. Like, that's like double what the damage that you did.
Yeah.
You know? But like, I feel like replacing yourself is fine. But if you go and have a bunch of kids, it's like, well, shit. That's like 2 more kids, and then your neighbor had 2 more kids on top of their 2 kids, and like, you know, builds up.
Dude, I think you need to be able to like, like you should take a test to have a kid, and not just like a written test. Like, it should definitely be a planned thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't think you should, like, as fucked up as it sounds and like as controlling as it sounds. Like, I think a lot of problems would be solved if you didn't let people have like. Think about how many people are born into these like extremely like gnarly like poverty bound like classes, and it's just like shitty, and it's just a fucking struggle the entire time, you know. And then like that's how you get into like you're like, fuck, dude, like you're literally like you're out there, like you're about it on the street, and you're living and growing up with like these like in these like aggressive environments, and you have so many people like, oh fuck, dude, I don't really have a family. Like this gang, these people I hang out with, they have my fucking back so hard. Like I'm gonna roll with these people. Like fuck it, dude. I'm gonna like steal and get my share of things. You know, who the fuck cares? Like I don't know. Before like we get more of those people and like these fucked up like societies and like groups happening, like I think the people bearing the children, like you should fucking sign up if you want to have a kid, dude. And that sounds so like government bound and like very controlling with a microscope, but at the same time, dude, it's overpopulation is such a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, especially like because I went to Dominican Republic at the beginning of last summer, and it was weird because when you go there, like they don't like they have birth control, but like birth control is literally the biggest problem on the earth for overpopulation, because like there'll be girls over there, like we went to an orphanage and we helped kind of build a kitchen for an orphanage when we went there, and they had girls there that had kids in the orphanage because they were 14 when they had kids. And like 14 is like a normal age for someone to get pregnant there. Dang. And like they don't even like try, like they just get, you know, like they either get brainwashed by some other dude, or like they get raped, or like whatever, like, you know. And so they'll get pregnant and they'll have just all these kids because they don't even know what's going on for the first time, you know. Like some girls are so young, they're like, well, what's going on right now, you know. But then like they'll get older and they'll have more and more kids, and they'll just be like all these little kids running around. Like she already literally lives in a hut. Like it's kind of that's kind of rough. And like in America, like, you know, like of course it's not as bad there, it's still pretty bad, but like a lot of people, like most of the kids are like unplanned, you know, like a lot of kids are unplanned. Like people just be dating and then all of a sudden like one of them get pregnant, but like, well shit, I should have like actually taken my birth control, or I should have actually like, you know, worn a condom or done something like that, because like that shit's serious. Like I know a lot of people think like, oh whatever, like it's fine, but then it's a joke until you get pregnant. You're like, whoa, fuck, my whole life is flipped upside down because I have to quit school, you know.
Yeah.
So like it's like a pretty serious thing, but like I think, you know, like that's a good idea, like signing up. I mean, I don't think that would ever happen, but you know, cause like it would show that someone like actually has it planned out, you know.
Yeah.
Like that would be cool, but like a lot of the people that like the, you know, the poverty stuff, a lot of them are like not planned, you know, and like that's kind of the rough part.
Yeah. No, that it's just that it's such a touchy subject, because like there's a lot of people like that either we're friends with or like just like, you know, in our like social group that we're like being raised into right now, that like are some of these people, you know, and it's just like shitty to be like, oh no, you can't do this, you can't do this. But like, I don't know, I definitely think part of that, like, you know, that test I was saying, like everyone should like take if you're gonna have a kid, like part of that criteria is you can't have a kid unless you can take care of yourself financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, like you just, cool. You know, like that'd be, I think that there'd be, you know, like dude, so many people just, you know, pop out a baby and it's like they like before they can even take care of the baby, they can't take care of themselves. Like they're not on the right diet, they're doing drugs while they're pregnant.
And that's like, another issue is like if you do drugs and drink when you're pregnant, like your kid has a huge chance of being messed up, and then you may not have the time or the resources to take care of a mentally challenged kid or a kid with health issues now, you know, stuff like that. Like that's a huge thing, and like that happens a lot, you know, like a lot of people that do that kind of thing get pregnant because they're either in a bad place or like they get raped or something like that because they're doing something they shouldn't be, and then that backfires, and then, you know, it's just kind of the mom by themselves typically, you know, like the guys, like if something accidentally happens, like, you know, a lot of times it'll just be the mom, and like that's rough raising a kid by yourself, you know.
Yeah, no, for real.
But yeah, I hear you there.
How did we bring up this conversation again? Was that through the guns?
Yeah, I think it was
through the guns. Yeah,
guns, good stuff. I'm a fan of those.
Yeah, no, it's definitely glad we brought that one up.
Yeah.
Check on this really fast. Is there anything you wanted to bring up, Fallon? Like, what's going on in your mind? Like, what are some other, besides that business thing you were telling me about, like, what are some other goals going on? Like, what are you trying to see happen? What are you trying to do? Like, you know, right now, like, you have such a big, like, bright future ahead of you, you know? Like, you got a lot more things you got to do, you know? Like, what do you want to see done? What do you want to do?
Like, in my personal life?
Personal life, the people around you, like being an influence on people or vice versa, like what?
I mean, I think just like one of my main goals, like again, what I thought of when I was in class with Godsey that one time was kind of educating people on agriculture, because a lot of times like the people that do like farmers and ranchers get kind of like, you know, bad rap because they think that we're bad people and they think that, oh, we're trying to kill everyone, or oh, we have guns, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, we do what we do because we try to feed people and we try to, like, you know, help other people's lives out. We put in, you know, 24 hours of work, like especially right now, like when I go home I have to check on cows because they're calving right now in the middle of the night. Sometimes you have to go out there and help them like pull one in the middle of the night. And so like we do this because we want to, I mean, first of all, it's our passion. We love to do it. And like I wouldn't have my life any other way. I love this lifestyle. And like some people like to work in the office, some people like to go work on computers with Apple, but I'm just like love animals and love cows. And sometimes it's heartbreaking. Like sometimes a calf will die, or like, and it'll be like sometimes things could be your fault. Like you could have made the wrong move and something bad could have happened for it. But like that's just kind of how it works. And like especially like political wise, like a lot of farmers get like scrutinized because we want, you know, people like Trump, because we work our asses off every day for what we have. And like a lot of times we don't make money on stuff. Like sometimes we'll sell the cows and we'll be, you know, like we'll get less for what we paid for them, you know. And so like what we do make, we want to keep, and that's why we want a Republican in office. That's why we like Trump, because he will help us with that. Like he'll help us, you know, keep our money and not give it to everyone else. We're like with Biden, he wants us to give all of our stuff away. Like he wants to tax us and give us, you know, have us give to people in poverty, which is like, you know, like we do that too. Like we like to donate, but we make the decision to donate. Like we don't want to, you know, have our money taken from us. But I think, I don't know, one of my goals has been educating people on agriculture. And like a lot of people say, oh, agriculture is so mean to animals, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, who's going to eat? We have to feed people. We can't, and we're the most efficient way to feed people, you know, like, and then people are saying the cows are killing the world. It's like, what are you even talking about? Like they're telling us that cows' farts are killing, like, are ruining the environment. And I'm like, what? Are you even looking in the mirror? We're the ones that are driving cars every day and having factories and like, you know, it's like, and they're just putting us to blame. It's like, are you even joking me? We're trying to help like the environment, you know, like we do creek restorations, and we have our cow. We do rotational grazing, which helps the plants grow and like doesn't make them completely die out like in a whole season. So like we're always like advocates for the land, and we try to kind of help the land as much as we can. But sometimes people just think, oh, farmers and ranchers, horrible people, blah blah. They like Trump, blah blah. But like no, we pretty much do what we do to feed other people. You know.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't know, I think someday I want to have like a steakhouse, and I want to like do like ranch tours and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to do like a wedding venue. Like I have we're hoping to build a barn on our ranch and do like a wedding venue there, and like do like a, I don't know, cattle drive or something like that where people can pay and come ride a horse and work with cows and stuff like that.
Dude.
Like educating people like that way, you know.
Oh shit, there's a big ass spider on the mic.
Oh. Look at that little guy. That's fine.
Dude, you should make a fucking bar out on your ranch, cause I'd come to that shit like
that would be
sometime soon. Dude,
yeah.
like with a parking lot.
Yeah.
And like a bartender.
I thought about that. I thought about having like
and music.
Like a little dancing area, yeah. Like with a barn, like just making a barn and making a bar in there, and like having like weekends people can come out and drink and dance and stuff like that.
No, that would be lit as fuck, dude. I would definitely like. I'm not into the like. I don't listen to country music unless like someone else is playing it or I'm like drunk or something.
Yeah.
But like I would come to your bar if you had that and like country was the theme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be lit.
A lot of people
dude.
like that stuff. Like people go to Jimmy's watering hole all the time. You know?
Yeah.
They love that place. Like they wear their cowboy hats, they wear their boots, like they wear like pants, you know, all that stuff. They like to dress up and like, yeah, like I mean, I'm all for like, oh look, he's coming down.
Sorry. Oh snap! Woo!
That was funny. What was I saying?
The bar cowboy.
Oh yeah, like some people, like I'm all for people wanting to get into agriculture because like we're a dying breed. Like my brother, he doesn't want to do agriculture. Like sometimes ranchers will have kids and they'll like want to go work on computers. So like I'm like, if anyone wants to be in agriculture, just come on, I'll teach you how to do it, so you can kind of do it yourself, you know, because we need more people that are willing to do this kind of lifestyle, you know.
How did you said you had like 300 pounds of beef?
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
One cow.
One cow?
One cow, she gave us, we got 399 pounds of, like basically 400 pounds of hamburger out of her.
And when's the next one? Like when do you butcher the next one or whatever?
It's this huge wait right now because people, since COVID, people are like lining up to get all their animals slaughtered because they want meat just in case something happens, you know?
Yeah.
So like it won't be till like end of November.
Do you have oh, so someone does it for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're actually thinking about that. We had an idea where we wanted to do like our own butcher at our house, and like people could come and bring their animals if they want them butchered for their own consumption or something like that. And we could like do our own, so, like it would be a lot cheaper to do it ourselves than go pay someone to do it for us. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were thinking about that. But yeah, we take it to somebody in Creston. It's called Creston Meats. We take it over there and they process it, and it's done in like a week and a half.
So you bring the cow to them in a truck or something?
In a trailer.
And it's like cold?
No, live animal.
Oh.
Yeah, they do it like, a lot of people think it's like super inhumane, but it's actually like a very highly regulated process when you kill animals. It has to be inspected by the USDA. And they have like these strict guidelines you have to follow. And how they do it is they take a stun gun, and they take the stun gun, which it's like a little hammer gun. It like hits you really quick, and they put it on a spot in their head and hits them really quick, so they're like unresponsive. Like it basically knocks them out, and they can't feel anything, see anything, nothing. They're just like almost dead. Like their brain still works, but they can't feel anything, nothing.
Yeah.
And then they bleed them out from there, so they'll just die. Like after when they bleed them out. And so it's like it's actually very humane because they don't know what happened. Like they're just standing there and all of a sudden they're just blank, nothing.
Yeah.
So like, and then after that they take them and they take the skin off and they hang them. And when you hang them, it like lets all the fluids run out of their body. And then they process them and cut them up into like steaks and stuff from there.
Okay, and then they send you the meat. Mm-hmm. And it's like cold meat? Or?
Yeah, frozen.
And it like in a big ass truck with a freezer?
No, they give us little boxes actually. They put they've shrink wrap it. The plastic, and they put the little heat on it and it shrinks up and it stays good for like as long as you want to put it in the freezer. I mean, I wouldn't keep it in there for like 3 years, but you know, like it stays good for a pretty long time. And we pick it up in little boxes, and I got it in my freezer at home. So I just sell it on the website. I have like boxes of 10 pounds, 20 pounds, and 15 nut pounds. But like some people like to they say, oh, I want 2 pounds. I'm like, okay, I'll bring you by 2 pounds. So like you can buy how much you want.
What's the minimum thing that you like do? Like the minimum delivery? Like there's no way you drive to someone's house in fucking Paso from Cayucas for 1 pound, you know?
That's true. I would. I just wouldn't like go out of my way.
Yeah.
Like I'll wait till I go, because I go to Paso like once a week for something.
Really?
Yeah. So like I'll go to like Farm Supply or something like that if I have to run to the store. But like I'll deliver, you know, like I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna be in this area, then I'll deliver it this day. But like if someone orders like a 50-pound box and they want it 2 days, yeah.
People have ordered a 50-pounder?
Well, yeah, people order like whole steers. Like that's on our website. If you want like bulk beef, like if you want a whole freezer stocked, like you can buy a half an animal from us, and that's like all steaks, hamburger, blah blah blah.
How much does that run?
$9 a pound.
$9 a pound.
Which is like honestly, people think it's expensive when they calculate out, because you get like 280 pounds of meat.
So it's like
for a half.
Okay.
But you get almost 450 for a whole animal.
450. Okay, got it.
And so if you calculate that out at $9 a pound, that's like, you know, I don't know how much that is, but a lot of people think it's expensive, but like it's for all the cuts. Like if you go to the store, like a filet mignon would be like $30, or ours would be like $9 a pound, whatever.
Yeah. So you get some steaks from the cows. Tri-tip. Dude, I just cooked some tri-tip, bro. Damn. Okay, so you have what are all the different cuts you have?
I don't know all of them. I have a list on the website, but like the typical ones are like a New York strip, a tri-tip, a ribeye, a brisket. Brisket's more for like roasting or something like that. I'm thinking about in a couple years making jerky. I don't know. I kind of wanted to get into that because I like jerky. I feel like if I had a couple different recipes, people might buy a couple bags of that.
Yeah.
We have a lot of ground beef, and ground beef is good because you can throw it in anything. You know, like meatloaf, tacos, hamburgers, whatever. But mostly like the main cuts are, and there's a thing called oxtail, which is like the bones, right? People put in soup and stuff like that. And then you can have like dog bones. Like we were thinking about like saving the bones of them, just like use all of the animal, like have dog bones for people if they want to do that.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, like next summer I'm gonna get a walk-in freezer, and I'm gonna do like variety boxes. Like if you want, like it'd be like 10 pounds of hamburger, like a tri-tip, and a couple New York steaks and a fillet, and then you'll buy that variety box.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I definitely want to buy. So you have the tri-tip available right now?
No, just ground beef.
Just ground beef right now.
Yeah.
Okay, then, dude, I definitely will be buying some ground beef because I want to make some hamburgers for these guys.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, it's ground beef's just $7 a pound.
Dude, yeah, I thought I saw somewhere it was like $10 a pound, and then I remember I asked my friend, and he doesn't even know, like this, I was just on my phone, and I was like, yo, like, it's $10 a pound for ground beef, like not from a store, but like grown on someone's ranch, and like pretty much fucking organic for like the most part, and just like super natural and like clean, like is $10 a pound worth it? And then he was like, yeah, like that it is, you know, and now you're telling me 7, and I'm like, okay, shit, like I should jump on those deals.
Well, we looked at all the other companies like close by, and we were like, 'cause like some of them had it for 8, some of them had it for 10, one of them up north, like a bigger company, and they had it for $12 a pound. And I was like, man, I don't want to do that, because like in the store, you know, like you can get it for you know, like the really crappy stuff, like just the nasty like Kirkland stuff. Like you can get for like $6 a pound, but it's like pretty sticky and kind of, it's not like as natural as ours kind of stuff is.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, ours is grass fed, so it's not gonna be quite as like super fatty with like fat dripping everywhere. It's gonna be a little bit leaner, but we tried to make it like an 80-20 ratio, so we're like 80% meat, 20% fat. Yeah. So it'll be a little more tastier than grass fed.
Nah, dude, I'm going to be buying some. So I just go on your website.
Yeah, you go on the website.
Molnar Cattle or Beef by the Beach. MolnarCattle.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can text me too. I can just, if Venmo's easier, you can Venmo me, or you can take a credit card on the website.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. So you got all this going for you, dude. That's lit. That's super sick.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing now. I'm kind of like, right now we don't have a ton of stuff to do, because I'm going to be leaving in, I think, 8 days, leaving 8 days again. But
what happens when you're gone? Can we still order your stuff? How? Who's going to drop it off?
You can just call me, my mom will drop it off.
Your mom's going to be running deliveries?
Yeah.
Is she like retired?
She does the books from all our companies. We have like 4 companies, so she does the books for all that, and she does the avocados at home. And my dad basically does the construction a lot, and I help out with the cows. My mom does more of the avocados and like our vacation rentals and stuff like that.
You guys have vacation rentals? Mm-hmm. Name the 4 companies you have.
We have our avocados. We have that's shared with my uncle too. He's with us, and we have our cattle. We have our general engineering company, which is like my dad does tractors and stuff. Like he makes home pads and stuff. We have some. They're not vacation rentals. They're just like rentals people rent. We just have those. And then I think that's pretty much it.
Are they like your houses?
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
We just bought houses in Paso and rent them out.
Oh, dude. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? Where at in Paso? Or like, what are the houses? Are they like ranch houses? Like
no, they're in town.
In the city.
Mm-hmm. They're kind of by.
Like downtown, kind of.
Kinda. It's like when you get off on Spring Street. I think it's what it's called. Like when you're heading to Paso and you pass like Firestone on right there.
Yeah.
Like you pass that, you take that little road off to the right to where you go to Walmart or Panda Express or whatever. Yeah. Like if you just go left, they're over there on that side.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But we just try to do a variety of different things, because like one year the cattle will be bad, so we'll like need to pick it up in the engineering company or something like that. So we kind of just have different eggs in different baskets kind of thing.
Dude, and that's the way to do it. It sounds like you guys are like well invested and like how
we're trying. It's been rough with COVID. COVID's kind of we're trying to handle that a little differently. I mean, I feel bad for like the restaurants and stuff, because like we've talked to restaurants and like to try to get our meat out there. We're working with a couple people. We might have our meat out like for sale in Morro Bay soon at a shop. So we're thinking about doing that. And then we're actually trying to get on with this company out of SLO. It's called Harvestly. It's like an online farmers market, and people can just like shop what they want. And I think we're going to be a vendor on there. We're working on being a vendor, so you can go on that website and like they'll deliver it to you. So like that could be a way you can get the meat delivered to you. So
you're gonna be doing this for like years. Like this is you. This sounds like such a busy, fun, like interesting hobby. That's why I don't ever understand. People are like, oh, like I know a few people that have said, oh, like there's nothing to do right now, and I'm like, fuck, man.
We're looking for a ranch hand right now. So if anyone wants to take Seth's job, let me know, because we are hiring someone to come work on the ranch because we need people. We need help. Dude,
that's funny you say that. I'm doing like a temporary job right now, and like if that ends or some shit and I have some free time, I'll definitely hit you up. Yeah. And I'm not no ranch hand. I've never done any shit like that before. Yeah. But it sounds like a very fun learning experience.
Yeah, you learn a lot. I mean, you have to be like willing to pick up poop. You have to be willing to like,
You're a ranch hand. That's what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get dirty sometimes, but yeah, if you know anybody that wants a job, let me know, because we're trying to find somebody to help us out while I'm gone.
And Cayucas too. What would happen, dude? Do you need like what would happen if you had like a delivery driver?
That would be kind of cool. Like I'll think about that eventually. Like when we get big enough, I'll think about doing that. Like especially if we get into jerky and stuff like that, that'd be kind of cool. Or if we get like. You know how like Cayucas hot sauce like has their hot sauce like different restaurants and stores and stuff? Like if that happens, like if we get in there, then that could happen. But I think it's gonna be pretty small scale until we build ourselves up for a couple of years.
Dude, if you need help doing anything, Fallon, I'm like more than down to like if I can in any way to help you in any way possible. Like if you need someone like in SLO dropping shit off and I'm like still around in like the next year or two, like dude, I am more than with it. Like that'd sound fun, dude. Like helping you out and just like getting that shit flowing, fucking
thanks.
And you're all the way in Cayucas, like having somebody like in SLO kind of rooted, like like neighboring. But then again, like the thing with like keeping shit cold, like you were saying, like
And we were thinking, like, if we get a walk-in freezer, that's going to be super cool, because you can keep, like, multiple animals in there, like, once you get it back from the butcher. Because, like, now I'm, like, we just have, like, this little open-up freezer, and I, like, can barely fit one cow in there. So, like, I can't slaughter anymore, because we don't have the room. But, yeah, I'm going to bring a bunch up to Oregon. I'm going to have, like, 200 pounds more for sale, like, sitting here in California. So if you know anyone that wants beef, let me know.
Yeah.
They can buy as much as they want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get this walk-in freezer installed? Like, does your dad build it?
No, you can buy them, and they come over on a truck, and then, like, my dad has all the tractors. Like, I think he has, like, I don't even know. He has, like, 16 tractors, something like that. He's got a lot of laying around, but he can like pick it up with a tractor and then just set it down wherever you want. They're pretty cool.
And you hook like a generator up to it, or?
Power, well, some people do generators, but power, yeah. We have like the outlets with the big plug-ins, like for our welders and stuff like that. So like I think they take that kind of plug-in.
You're not using some fucking iPhone outlet thing, okay?
No, those are a little too small for the big.
So you need some fucking voltage coming out, okay?
Yeah, you need some mad voltage for those things. Because those things are like half the size of this room. Some of them are the size of this room.
Dude, fuck it. If I can get one the size of this room.
I know.
Dude, that would be baller, bro.
Stuff.
That would be fucking baller.
Yeah.
You
Put
could
so many
fit.
cows in there.
Yeah. Dude, this ain't a bad size like garage.
This is pretty sick.
Like there's definitely bigger garages, but like for this setup, like I'm cozy right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is chill as fuck.
Yeah, this is nice. It has like little storage and like, you know, little bench there. Is that Evan's stuff? Does work wood?
Yeah, so the bench came with the house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I definitely want to like organize this a little more, but we've definitely like, this house is kind of progressing every which way day by day, just because pretty much like we're all kind of busy like working full time right now, but
yeah,
you know, slow but sure.
Yeah, that's true.
You were saying you were doing something with, what is calving season where you have to wet down the calves because it's too hot? What was that about?
Oh, that let's see. Yesterday it was 113 in Cayucas, and that's like I'm pretty sure 113 degrees is like Cayucas' record for like hot.
It was 113?
Yes. And
okay, so that wasn't just in Paso.
No, Paso was like 117 or something like that. Paso was gnarly. Yeah, no, it was gnarly yesterday. We were all like, we soaked ourselves in water. We like the calves are like new, so they don't know to get in the shade, and so they're like all panting out there. It's not good when they start to pant, and so we had to get all the moms and all the calves in. And we separated the calves from the moms, and we just like wetted down all the calves just to like make sure they're okay, and then like it was only a couple hours of that heat, and then finally the wind kicked up from the ocean, so that was nice. But yeah, it was rough. We thought we were gonna lose some because they're usually used to like 60 degrees, and like 113 is like unheard. Like they've never seen that in their lifetimes, you know.
Fuck.
So they're like going crazy, but
you guys haven't seen that in your lifetime.
Not lately. You know, last time I saw that was in Vegas. I was playing a softball game. I think I got heat stroke then. Yeah.
You got a heat stroke in Vegas?
Yeah. Almost. My dad made him stop the game because I was like wobbling around at third base. I was like, oh my god, and they like made us stop the game. They had to get me out some water because I was
just drench you in water.
It was
ice
gnarly.
cold.
Yeah, it was like it got up to like 121 there. It was crazy. But yeah, no, yesterday was rough, but today wasn't that bad, so we're good. And then like in the middle of the night we'll have to check and see like, because when the calves are born, in the placenta, like the sac that you are born in is still on them, they can't breathe. So like sometimes you'll have to go out there and the moms don't know to lick it off of them yet because they're new moms. So we'll have to go out there and like pull it off so they can breathe, you know. And so that's kind of what we do in the middle of the night. We just check and make sure they're all okay and they're all coming out right. You know?
So when they come on, they're still in the placenta. Mm-hmm. Do you take it off them or?
The mom usually does. Like it's instinctual. The mom like turns around and just starts taking it off of them, like with her mouth. Like she'll just start ripping it off of them.
And it's a sac, and then it pops and all the fluids come out, like interstitial fluid or some shit.
Yeah.
Or like whatever they're fucking that yolk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of nasty, but.
Does it smell when you're doing it? Like, what's it smell like?
It really doesn't smell bad. It just kind of, you know, like smells like regular cow poop, cow pee kind of thing.
And then what noises are they making? They're just like,
Yeah, they just kind of grunt every now and then. Like they're like just regular pushing out, you know. Like they're not too crazy. And then like sometimes they don't even know what just came out of them because they're brand new moms. So they'll be like, what the hell is that? And they'll be like bawling at it, like mooing at it like crazy, and we're like, what's going on? So we go out there and look, but nothing's wrong. She's just figuring out what it is. But yeah, it's like a full-time job right now. We have 45 of them to
calves, the babies.
Well, we will when they're done. We have 45 moms, and then 21 of them as of today have had their babies. So we have, what was that? We have 23 more.
Okay, and so this happens once a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so and this is calf season.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do it every summer? End of summer?
End of summer. Yeah, it goes into...
Fall, early fall?
Yeah. Yeah, they calve for like a 3-month period. Yeah, so, and usually with the older cows, that's not a problem because they're like first of all, they're like stretched out. They're like done it before, you know, and so they're like used to it. But like the first time ones, they need help sometimes. So we kind of help them out.
How many do you lose of the 45? You have to lose at least 1 or 2, right?
Sometimes, well, one of them got tetanus. We had 40. Now we have 44 because one of them got tetanus, and we had to put her down.
Damn.
We tried to save her, but she was not doing very good, so we had to put her down. And then, so now we have 44. One of them was, well, actually now we have 43. One of them, we had to help her give birth to the calf because she was having problems. And when we got the calf out, she hated it and she tried to kill it. Like she tried to run it over.
What?
And so now we have a little guy at home. His name's Buddy. He's our little bottle-fed calf.
Is he injured?
No, he's fine.
Okay.
They're pretty tough. Like they're really tough animals. Like you can beat them. They can get messed up, you know. But we got rid of her because we don't like to keep animals that are aggressive. We sell them when they're aggressive.
You got rid of the mom?
Yeah.
And kept the baby because she was too aggressive?
Yeah, there's no way she would have messed him up. So
Damn.
But we actually got like the dairies sell milk cows, and so we got a milk cow and we brought her home, and now that calf like thinks that the milk cow is mom and the milk cow's a lot of milk, so like she feeds it for us. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Do you milk them and sell the milk too? No?
No,
Too
we
hard?
have beef cattle.
Okay.
Beef cattle like the black ones, the red ones. The dairy cows are the black and white spotted ones or brown. And they're completely different. Like they're the ones that are like bred to milk.
Wow.
Yeah, but ours are bred like for their muscle content.
Yeah, I had no idea there were different types of cows.
Different breeds of cows do different things, yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be a dope podcast, Fallon.
An agricultural educational podcast.
Yeah, educational for sure. I'm learning a lot of fucking shit right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So these, like, you said you said like potentially you could have had 45 calves grow up to be like, you know, the next thing, like some bulls, some moms, some...
Well, we buy our bulls from somebody else because bulls are very complicated. Bulls you have to get their sperm tested and you have to see what kind of genetics they have through their sperm. And so like for our heifers, the ones that are the first time moms, we get bulls that have babies that are like smaller, that have like are less weight at birth. But then for our normal cows, we get bulls that have like a regular size baby, like with like their sperm allow them to have a regular size baby.
Okay.
So we buy bulls for different traits, and bulls are like very specific to those traits. So like you can't just like take a male calf and raise it to be your bull. You have to like go and buy good genetics from a guy that specifically raises bulls. Like there's guys out there like ranchers that just raise bulls and they sell them to people.
How much does a bull cost?
Oh, bulls are like some like from $2,000 to $6,000.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. Cows aren't that expensive. Cows are like $1,000. But we've been raising our own now because we like to keep our own genetics in our own herd.
That's sick. That's it. So you're selective breeding at its finest.
Yeah. Yep.
So, when these 45 grow up, or 43, whatever, now, when they grow up, like, are they staying with you guys? You're gonna sell some? Like, how are you not overpopulated right now? If you're doing this once a year, 45 a year, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's a good question. We, originally, we sell them to, like, guys in the Midwest buy them because that's where the corn belt is. They raise a lot of corn over there, so they have a lot of food for them.
Okay.
So, like, guys in the Midwest will buy them and they'll truck them over there. And they'll go into, like, the feedlots and then they'll raise them to where they're called finished cattle, which is, like, where they're ready to slaughter for, like, people that buy it, you know, like Burger King or McDonald's will buy from those big guys over there. And, like, that's what the beef will be, was, like, from smaller ranchers like us. But now we're going to start saving, like, we save the females. We'll save those to be moms. And then the males, we castrate them, which means we remove their testicles, and that makes them. Yeah, we do it when they're really young, so like they're not like mature or anything. Yeah. But we do that so when their meat is less like tough, like a bull, like their muscles are rock hard because of the testosterone they have. And so like if you cut off the flow of testosterone, they'll just be like a normal cow. You know, like kind of thing. But I'm thinking we're gonna keep them and like raise them for beef by the beach. I think we're gonna actually keep a lot of them and do it ourselves now instead of selling them to a bunch of other people.
Humans like taking animal testosterone, huh?
I think that is a form of steroid. I think something is some kind of, I think it is something like that. But yeah, I think that is a thing.
Dude,
I don't know.
People definitely take like human growth hormone and human like steroid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you classify them as the same thing, but like people go hard with that shit, dude. Like people love to fucking shove a needle in their arm and fucking like take some shit called steroids. That shit's crazy. Yeah. That shit's literally crazy. Yeah. Like I don't get how people like. It ain't worth it in the long run. Like
it'll mess you up.
Yeah. No, it's you, because your body's gonna like naturally just stop producing testosterone if you just. They say use it or lose it. You know, and if you ain't using it anymore because you got a needle in your fucking artery. Then you're gonna lose when you stop doing it. All your shit's in a trophy and shrivel up and fucking. You know. Crazy shit, dude.
That is crazy stuff. That's not into altering my body like that. I'd rather stay as natural as I can.
Dude, have you heard about and we have to get weird by like the end of this podcast, which like I got to do a fantasy draft coming up, so like we'll wrap it up here pretty soon. Dude, how's it feel? It's been like about 2 hours. Was that a fast about 2 hours? Because you got here at what, 7:27? It's 9:35.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, no, for real. What's it called? It's like adeno something, or like adeno cloning or some shit.
Oh, what is that? Is that?
It's part of the conspiracy shit that's happening like inside our government with like, you know who Jeffrey Epstein is? That crazy motherfucker with like the island and like all those like fucking like Hillary Clinton and like all these like sex fucking people that are into like sex slavery and shit.
Doesn't he like sell them people or something like that?
Something like that, and they like kill these kids and like rape them, and it's like literally like it sounds like you're a fan of Donald Trump, and I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm pretty damn sure he's a part of that shit. But like
I don't know. Who knows?
Like they take these people, because we're talking about like steroids, testosterone and shit, like hormones, like unnatural hormones. They like take these people and they torture them for the longest amount of time possible without killing them. So you produce this yield of adrenaline. That's where it's like adeno, like fuck man, I forgot what they were calling it, dude. There's a lot of people right now would be like, that's a word, but I can't, guys. I'm sorry. It's and I heard about, shout out, actually no, I'm not gonna say their name, but they torture like children for the longest time possible without killing them, just to get like, and then their blood flowing through their body. Think about it, dude. You got a fucking rat eating your stomach, or like a knife poking into your fucking heart over like the period of an hour. You're going like this, dog. Like your adrenaline is at an all-time high. And then they kill these people and then drain their blood, and then they drink their blood, and like their blood is full of adrenaline and like testosterone and other hormones, and like you get these people like living longer and just like getting like this gnarly fucking like, I never heard of this. It's a drug. Adrenaline's a drug, dude. Like, you get these people drinking this like adrenaline blood, and it like. They should be able to make a synthetic adrenaline. They probably do, dude. Like, they should be able to do that and not torture these poor people. But it's like that's what these top like elites. That's what these elites do. Wow. And I don't think it's a fucking conspiracy. Like, that's crazy. Dude, if there was some guy named Jeffrey Epstein with a fucking private island flying these people out, and like, and the thing is, you know how that used to be the conspiracy, but now it's fucking real life, and that fool got fucking offed in jail, and like now they have some like other lady and they're like getting all these secrets out of. If that shit was a conspiracy and now that's actually factual, there's no way the torturing children on the same island and drinking their blood, there's no, like, that's gotta be real, dude. If all this shit's real leading up to it, I bet you that's just like part of the picture, you know? And like, you know, like, dude, time will tell, but like, I just wanted to like Like I want you to go home tonight and like think about that. Like these people are getting fucking
I didn't
killed.
know that was a thing. That's crazy. I thought he just sold them for like sex slavery or something like that. I didn't think
it's probably way deeper than that too.
Yeah.
But they do. Wow. They're like mad people, like fucking crazy motherfuckers. Yeah, I know they're fucked up.
Yeah. Wow. That's so crazy.
Dude. Okay. Well, I gotta wrap up so I can meet up with Taj and we can do our fantasy draft. Dude, Fallon, anything you want to say for the audience? Anyone you want to say to the Oregon folk, your softball team, gun owners, Trump fans, other people, your family, your friends, dude? Like, say something. Like, what do you want to be like the end of this podcast? Like, what any words of advice, wisdoms, thing you want to send us off with?
I mean, I'm thinking like probably the most successful, the way you can get the most successful in your life is literally through just hard work and just wanting to make yourself better. Like if you find yourself, like if you're not unhappy with yourself, change it, you know? Like that's pretty much the most simple way. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do, you know? I mean, sometimes of course it's quarantine, you're slacking, whatever, like it's a weird time. But, you know, if you're not unhappy with yourself, change like that, you know? And thank you for having me on. It's pretty official. I'm glad I got to talk and hopefully reach a bunch of people. So,
dude, you guys heard it from Fallon Molnar herself. Fallon, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye, everyone.
You.
Oh man.